Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone back to an episode of CSGO News. This is the series where I show and tell you what's been going on in the CS community this past week. That of course can have anything to do with the CSGO pro scene, such as players and teams having huge roster moves, CSGO investing, where we'll discuss any recent spikes or dips and find out why or why not that happened, and of course CSGO updates, such as the Paris 75% off sale, the new drop system, and CS2's limited test build and how you can access it. In today's video, we're pretty much going to be touching all bases, as well as this is probably the most beefy episode of CSGO News I have possibly ever done. Now today's video sponsor is SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a trading site for your CSGO skins. It's one of the easiest and safest ways to swap out your inventory for something new. Extra cash on every trade gets added to your balance. It also has a 30% deposit bonus. And if you use the link in the description or use my code MANDO in two different ways, one which adds 5%, totaling out to 35 for your deposit bonus. And if you're a first time user, you can get up to a free $5 on your first trade. They also have a freebies tab where you can enter giveaways for free. If interested, it'll be the top of the link in the description below. First things first, I want to discuss updates and what Valve's been cooking this past few weeks. So as most of you know and can see, Valve's been pretty quiet, especially when it comes to updates and blog posts really up until last week, where pretty much all week we had update after update, but the only downside to all this was it was only for Counter-Strike 2. But we have to look at the bigger picture, where Counter-Strike 2 is going to be in the main limelight and be the main game the next little while, so it's good that they're at least paying attention to it right now. The only downside to this is us players who are stuck playing Go, well, it feels pretty pointless. This game is going to be pretty much useless, aside from the skins. Practicing, sure, that's going to be great. People playing CS2 right now, yes, things can change. They're going to have somewhat of an advantage if you don't get to play until it launches. As it goes for updates and what they've done this past few weeks, they've added a buy menu, a brand new UI for that, and also you can refund items now. So let's just say you buy M4 no armor by accident, well, you can refund that M4 and get an MP9 armor and a bunch of util. As it goes for this second run of the limited test build, which I guess that should be added to the news, there's the second version, I guess you could say, second wave, and Mirage officially replaces Dust 2. The days of the Dust 2 simulator is pretty much over. I guess I will also mention downsides of playing the limited test build. Depending on where you live in the world and what servers you're on, and possibly what time of night, it might take a very long time for you to find a game, as shown on screen here by some people. The FAMAS also has a brand new sound, and I'm also somewhat expecting brand new sounds for every single weapon, either before the full launch of CS2 or sometime later next year. In Counter-Strike 2, you can officially cook chickens. I'm not sure if this was done during the first limited test build run or just right now, but it's a cool little feature that you just never really would realize up until now. And as it goes for the most recent update that affects CSGO is the brand new drop system, which we will get to later during an investment segment. Long story short, you could get up to 3 drops before, but mainly only 1. Not much has changed since you would only really get 1. Now, every time you rank up with your XP, it's guaranteed that you'll get some sort of case drop, which I guess is pretty awesome to have one guaranteed at least. Just as of today, as of me recording this on the 14th of June, you can officially now upload your skins for the CS2 workshop, or with the CS2 tag, and also maps. But according to some that are skin and map creators, this is actually very difficult. As it goes for the limited test build and how you can access it, a couple days ago before this new wave came out, my theory was more skin creators, since they were getting it, was slowly going to add more people as well, and well, that's exactly what happened. Even late last night and early this morning, more people on Twitter were posting that they got access to CS2, and that's what I suppose is going to happen. I wouldn't be so surprised if myself and a bunch of random viewers got it one morning who haven't gotten it yet. So make sure you just keep an eye on that by launching CSGO. It'll ask if you want to play CS2 or Go if you get the option to. And lastly, for CSGO updates, we have that Paris Major 75% off sale still. Now this seems like just a forgotten thing inside of CS. Everyone's focus is on Counter-Strike 2, the limited test build, how they can play it, the new map, that being Mirage, and all the new features added alongside that. But the 75% off sale should be coming within the next 2 weeks. My guess might be even this week, I'm not sure. Normally, without Counter-Strike 2 and this big set of news, one, we probably have an operation, but two, I think they might be delaying this a little bit because they want to have the 75% off sale overlap with the full release and launch of CS2. So all those new players buy the new capsules, which could lead to some sort of overinvestment with some of those capsules and stickers, but we won't know until it's over. Now, second to last up is CSGO investing, or now CS2. As it goes for the new drop system, not much changes. On paper it does, but when you're playing the game, not too much changes. Here's why. So yes, you can get up to 3 drops every single week, but realistically, most people would only get 1. I can only account for maybe 1 or 2 times in the past few months where I've gotten more than 1 case a week. Now with only getting 1 guaranteed, this on paper, like it should be better, get rid of case farmers, but that's not 100% the truth either. Some are going to stay, but we won't really know until any changes are made or until we see how this is actually affecting the market. Now when this update first dropped, it affected cases pretty heavily by causing them to shoot up quite a bit, upwards of 40 to 50%. 46 was exact, but as of right now, they've kind of steadied out, and I would expect them to return to somewhat normal, maybe a little higher than before. Also note with skins for CS2, we know with the whole announcement of Counter-Strike 2 a couple months back, how that caused the skin market to go places we've never seen and even been before. Things that were once $700 are now $1,700 to $2,000. Every case at one point was over $1, and then limited test build shut down. No one talked about it. It was just offline. Everyone was expecting the full release at some point. And then the second wave of limited test build dropped, and the skin hype was there, but it definitely wasn't as high as the first time around, and that could be interesting and possibly telling us something for the full release, but we don't really know. When everyone has access and can check out their own skins and different skins in game, people might have different thoughts and opinions otherwise. Now, a comment I actually got on Mando Monday in regards to this new UI and buy menu system where you pick 5 weapons per slot, this makes me think that some weapons are going to become useless, therefore their skins could possibly tank. Now, something extremely rare and that's really expensive right now isn't going to go to 0 by any means, but it's definitely not going to go up as much as it was before. But let's be serious, realistically, no one's going to be paying for liquid anyway over $10 to $15 for a sawed-off on a daily basis. It's not like an AK where you use it every single round. It's a meme of a gun. Even if it was taken out completely where no one would really use it in the meta, I don't think it would be affected too much. That's just my thoughts, but it's also very important to mention that this is not final. Any update inside CS2, at least as of right now, might not be there with the full release of Counter-Strike 2 later this summer. And lastly for today's video is pro news. I didn't really think anything was major enough for me to note or really even mention in today's video besides an HLTV article that came out a couple weeks ago, and it's titled "Despite Doubts, FaZe Clan Will Not Be Disbanding." And the reason this is pretty important, one for investing, but also people that are fans of FaZe, the team per se, not really the organization, they haven't really been performing as well as they were even a year ago, 6 months ago, or since that major title. Fans have been upset, the org hasn't been winning, money's probably not coming in as well as much, but who really knows? It's cool to get an official note that they won't be breaking up anytime soon, as well as it's good that they're not going to break up over having a little rough patch. Every team does, and the sad thing is many teams don't really stick through it. I feel like once you stick through it and you get good once again, you can pretty much go through anything. Let me know what you guys think. That was a pretty big beefy episode of CSGO News. Definitely the most information I've ever had in one episode. If you guys want a commentary based off any individual topic we talked about in today's video, let me know down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.